Hello guys, God bless you. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about when the enemy wants to pull you back. And by the grace of God, by the mercy of God, we've been pulled out of like circumstances or addictions or ways that we had that they weren't good for us, they weren't good for our family, they weren't good for us. But the enemy's always going to try to pull you back. Pull you back into those things that you didn't used to do anymore, but because they weren't good for you. And it could be whatever. But the devil is always trying to pull you back. And remember, the devil has a little bit of time, and he's trying to take as much people as possible with him. So he's trying to, gather up people and trying to gather up his army again and pull people with him. But in the Bible it says, do not be like the foolish virgins and have no oil in your lamp. And then when Jesus Christ comes back, you're going to want to borrow oil from somebody else. So, you have to be smart enough to know when the devil's trying to pull you back. He's trying to pull you back from everything that God took you from. He wants to have you stuck. He wants to pull you back to the same old ways, the same old things, the same mentality, the same old way of thinking that God was trying to take all those things from you. But it's the same. It's a circle. And it keeps going back and going back. And the people of God were in the desert for 40 years because they kept going back and kept thinking the same way. God had already pulled them out of slavery. God had already pulled them out of poverty. God had already pulled them out of all those things. But in their mind, they're still the same. That's why only very few people made it to the promised land. So I want to tell you today, don't let the devil keep pulling you back and keep pulling you back so that you don't make it to the promised land. And so that when Jesus returns, you're going to be asking people for oil instead of having your own. Nobody's going to force you to walk with God and do the things that you need to do to be close to God. Nobody's going to force you. If you don't want it, you don't want it. It's up to you. It's up to you to keep pushing. It's up to you to keep going. It's up to you to keep walking this walk. It's only up to you. But if you want it, there's always help. There's always the Holy Spirit. There's always people encouraging you. There's always, God will make a way. But he knows when somebody wants it and when somebody just don't want it. They just want what they want, and that's it. And nobody can get them out of that. Nobody. And you have to learn to be like, it's okay. Not everybody wants what you want. And it's okay. It's fine. But don't let them drag you with them. Do not let them drag you with them. You pull out. You get out. You do what you have to do. You keep going. You don't stop. You don't let the enemy drag you back. If you already know God got you out of poverty, God got you out of a lot of ways that you had, don't let the devil drag you back, because he's going to try to. He's going to try to. He's going to keep trying. Don't let him. Don't allow him. You keep pushing forward. You keep going. It says if somebody asks you to go a mile, go within twain, meaning go 2 miles. So you keep going. You keep doing what you need to do. Don't go back to your childish ways. God already took that from you. You keep forward. You keep pushing. And you know what? When you decide that I'm not going back over there to that. That's done. Not going back. No. They're going to call you prideful. They're going to call you all kinds of names because you don't want that life anymore. You want a different life. You want to better yourself. You want a better life. And they're going to call you all kinds of names. That you're this and you're that. But it's okay. It's okay. You have to learn how to stand up for yourself and say, I don't want that anymore. I want better. I don't want it. I don't want the same old life. That a circle. Like a guinea pig on a circle. The same thing over and over and over, year after year after year after year after year is the same thing. And you gotta be like, that's it. No more. God has moved in my life, and I'm not going back there. God bless you, and I love you, and I wish you the best, but I'm not staying the same. Does God take us from glory to glory? But it's for whoever wants it. God's not going to force nobody. He's not going to force anyone. It's just for whoever really wants it. Really wants that walk with God. And instead of putting the finger to what everybody else is doing, you gotta focus on what you're gonna do. How you're gonna make a change. How you are gonna walk this narrow path that not many will find it. But if you want it and you're in the narrow path, I want to encourage you, keep going. Don't let nobody drag you back. Bad company corrupts good morals. Don't let nobody drag you back. You keep moving forward. Doesn't matter what they call you. They're going to call you false Christian, prideful, everything in the book. Because they want you to stay stuck with them. That's ultimately the devil. It's not people. Because we don't wrestle flesh and blood. But just think. Who am I helping? Whose team am I on? Because the devil gives distractions. The devil gives temptations. So whose side are you on? That's all I want to say for today, guys. God bless you, and I love you.